And why did you buy this?
I wanted to go back in time.
You do realize going back in time creates paradoxes and bends this whole universe? You could kill us all! Do you have any idea of what you've done?
Yes. And I don't fucking regret it.
Izuyuki! You told me when I moved in here that this broken thing was your failed attempt at making a pizza oven. Was that a fucking lie too?
It was for a good reason. You wouldn't understand.
Uh-huh. Good luck explaining that, asshole.
Very well then. I'll have the both of you arrested for possession of an illegal war device. Come with me to the station. Now! Why would you do this to yourself, Izu? What were you thinking?
I can't explain that.
Mr. Izuyuki Kako, aged 22, and Mr. Chase Maxon, aged 25, were both arrested this afternoon after multiple counts of possession of an illegal war device, tax evasion, mortgage fraud, and disruption of the peace. In a court trial, Mr. Izuyuki Kako was found to be insubordinate and ignorant, refusing to comment on anything except repeating the phrase, "I can't explain that." Mr. Chase Maxon, on the other hand, was found to be very vocal and loud, with what many regard as a unique voice. After the incident occurred, I got the opportunity to interview some of the members of the neighborhood who witnessed the incident as it unfolded. Mr. Valence, were you Izu and Chase's accomplice? Were you aware of anything that was happening down in the basement?
The fact that I'm living in this house doesn't automatically make me an accomplice, genius. I moved into the basement only around 2.5 months ago, and I did see that machine, but Izuyuki told me that he tried and failed to build a pizza oven. Looking back at it now, that was a rather suspicious explanation, because that thing looked nothing like a pizza oven, and the wolf doesn't even know how to cook anyway. If anything, I'm more upset that the fucker lied to me. I thought I could trust him. I really fucking thought I could trust him, and he goes out there and fucking lies to me!
After the incident that happened down at the house, one of the roommates of the house, a man named Pepper Bell, moved out immediately after the incident occurred. When asked for a comment, he responded with nothing except, "I left for a business trip."
I knew there was always something going on in that house. All of them were always up to something, and I could smell the drugs all the way from here. Izu was the craziest out of all, cause he sucks!
That was one of Izu's oldest friends, or as it goes, a man by the name of the Deep Voice Guy, whose real name shall not be disclosed due to his request.
It's such a terrible shame of what happened to all of them. I thought they were good friends. I even offered them cookies. I always considered them to be one of the greatest neighbors I've ever met. It's such a shame. You never really know someone until later on when it's too late.
That was one of the girls from the neighborhood, a woman by the name of Daisy, or D for short.
That motherfucker's gonna pay. And I don't mean that metaphorical or anything. I mean literally. He's gonna pay. He still owes me payment for the mortgage. How dare he lie to me? And I haven't even realized that all this time he was doing mortgage fraud and tax evasion. How dare he? He is going to pay me. Literally. I'll make sure of it. Even if he dies, I will steal all of his money from the will. I don't give a fuck. He is going to pay. As a matter of fact, get out of this interview. I'm done. Get out of here. Get out of here. Who even are you to question me like this?
That very, aggressive interview came from the mortgage collector, specifically the mortgage collector for Izu's house, who wasn't aware at the time that he was performing tax evasion and mortgage fraud. The judge has given both gentlemen the guilty verdict and has sentenced them to 10 years in a prison camp. The prison camp is infamous for its aggressive environment and high security, a camp known as Camp Corner.
Ugh, this movie's totally unrealistic and overly cheesy. And what's with this song? It slaps way too hard to be in such a movie.
Hey, Izu, I'm back. Izu Yukiko, what in the world are you watching?
Chase, calm down. I'm not using this. A guard just sent me this for entertainment. It's called Angels of Passion.
Well, what are you waiting for? Turn it off, you pervert!
Pervert? I'm not a pervert, Chase. I'm just watching this because I'm curious. I'm not even using it.
Also, what in the world happened to you? You look completely different. You look like a woman.
Do I now? Huh. I guess staying about a month without any real food and just eating prison food, and staying a month without weed, does a number to you, I guess.
Mr. Izikago, a word, please.
Ugh, another interview? I don't have time for this. I'm busy watching the sex scene.
We're here to make a deal.
Fine. It better be quick.